Greetings.
So, but today I'm just going to show you a little sneak peek behind the scenes of Kristen Puckett's Bestiary that she had on Kickstarter, and I've got the privilege of helping her out with that. So let me show you what I do. This is just kind of the behind the scenes kind of thing. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to show you the behind the scenes and what I'm doing here with this Bestiary project. And let's see, what's one of the more crazy ones on here that I thought was just bizarre. If I can, there's so many. The stone coats. I thought I already did those, but I guess not. Yeah, I guess I didn't do the stone coats. I guess I read over it, but I just haven't put the stats on there yet. Deadhead. Oh my gosh, that was bizarre. Deadhead was also kind of difficult because Deadhead has some interesting mystical features that it has. But as far as a direct confrontation, which is what a lot of people want in an RPG, there was nothing there because he's a head. But let's see here, Deadhead. Yeah, there he is. So here's Deadhead floating down the river, the Canal River, I think it is. The infamous Canal River. Is that the one he's been seen in? But anyway, of course, for RPG purposes, you can place him in any river. Correction, it's the Big Sandy. Reportedly in the Big Sandy over the years. But, so yeah, Deadhead was very interesting because it's creatures like that, usually a lot of the Fae, which he's considered, because, if you look up here, the strength and his dex, some of these are non-applicable because he's a floating head in the river. However, he is a force to be reckoned with if you see him because things happen to you if you sight him. It's like a premonition sort of thing, as is Mothman. So there's some interesting things there too. If you do peel him out of the water, and you can be bitten, so he can bite, but that's the least of your worries if you get bitten. And 50% chance to cause disease. He regenerates life points every round because he's old. He is the face of a miner that was working in the coal mines, and a slab fell on him, and front of his face was totally removed, among other damages. But so, legend has it that Deadhead is the face of that coal miner, and he has rotted and deteriorated over the years. But that deterioration is very slow, and so we gave him some regenerative properties here. Some infamous NPCs that she's putting in here. And somewhere in here is even I think, John Henry. Red Oculus, that was fun. The static sounders. The sounders were really, really different. And they are things that follow you around, and you do not want to be followed by a sounder. Oh, at the end already. What's we got here? Thunderers. The Thunderers were cool. These are birds, large birds that bring storms and different weather changes with them. And they were really fun. In some cases, creatures like the Thunderers, there's different types. So I had an opportunity to differentiate one type from the other of the species. So that was really fun. So we've got the Asunder, and you get the information here, and there's different things that they do and they're known for, different sizes. And you'll notice the strength, intelligence, and you'll notice we have levels right here. I don't want to give them hit dice per se. And a friend of mine at GaryCon, George Hardy, we were having a conversation one evening about how players always know what's coming for them, because players will go out and buy a player's handbook, and even if they just borrow their friends, they'll look through it and they'll read it and they'll memorize it, because there's only so many monsters in there. So they'll memorize it, and they pretty much know what they're getting into every time you mention the name of the monster. So we thought, why should that be? Why should all Bigfoots, or why should all Thunderers be the same every time you encounter one? Well, let's take Bigfoot, for instance. Why is he always going to be the same? He doesn't have to be. Of course, old-time players usually are the ones that really like to play around with stats, and you don't have to have it exactly like it's in the book. They're suggestions, but that's why I decided to give it the levels as opposed to hit dice. This way, depending on what level the GM needs, he can customize that monster for its level. So it can give more of a punch if your higher level players go up against it. So we did that. One of the most, certainly one of the most fun local legends that I statted up, and there was a picture in here. She must be editing that because I don't see the picture now. But so we don't have the picture, but the Flatwoods Monster. That was really fun because the Flatwoods Monster is believed to be a sort of a cyborg type, part machine and part beast. And the description is really weird. It's got a really weird description. It basically looks like a big salt and pepper shaker from space. And it emits this black, nauseous gas. And it was cited a few times in Flatwoods. But that was very interesting to do. So we've statted that creature up. And there's a random encounter chart too of certain things can happen if you run across him. I believe she's doing this with all of the monsters in here, all of the creatures. There's over 150 monsters to mess with here. And they're almost all done, so she's going to be starting print pretty soon because we're all editing at the same time. Well, anyway, that's all I had. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to show you that behind the scenes and what I've been doing. Been doing a lot of, I'm looking over there at my little work table. I've also been doing a lot of my Western Town from my Wegs Western. Anyway, I can't say enough good things about Wegs. But Wegs is a fantasy RPG game system. And it's so fun that I couldn't leave it alone. So I took the basic RPG system and I made some little character creation cards that allow you to go with the sci-fi theme, the Cthulhu theme, the Lovecraftian theme. Well, that's what's going on behind the scenes with our Bestiary. Put some information, I've popped some information in this video so you can look it up on your own time at all the www dots and all those different places you can find out more information on this project. So until we meet again, wish me luck for a recovery from this surgery so I can get to crafting some more. In the meantime, keep your books off the table and keep reaching for the stars. Wait a minute, that's Casey Kasem. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. The meds from this, the meds they have me on have not worn off yet, apparently. Keep your books off the table and keep reaching for the dice. My goodness, I can't believe I pulled a Casey Kasem. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars. Here's a long distance dedication. Oh my gosh. Goodbye.